Hello everyone, welcome to my second gameplay video. Now, I'm gonna call this series the Heartbreaker series. I think this is a similar series like Quickie Baby, or if not the exact same title that Quickie Baby used to have back in the days when it comes to oh shit, having like used to have like when it comes to like awesome games, either like Ace Tanker gameplay footage or anything like really amazing happening, but you end up losing at the end. Well, it's gonna be one of those type of games, and I'm gonna be playing some of the Minuteman. This is a tier 7 premium tank, American heavy tank, and it's pretty good. What can I say? It's a tier 7 like heavy tank. It's has a really strong turret, can easily go hold down, and it looks pretty cool too, especially with its space armor in the side. Adds like additional protection, so it helps with like absorbing shots. It can be quite trollish at times, but the thing is, so this tank is very sluggish. You can easily circle it if you catch it out in the open. Like horrible like terrain resistance by the looks of it. Traverse speed when it comes to turret and like call is pretty slow. Oh, actually, the turret looks like by the gameplay footage, it's okay. But you see this Panzer Fight 4 kind of like press really aggressively up in the front there. Don't know what he was doing, but he was sure paid for that. And what I'm basically doing now at the moment is just trying to get in the position in front of them so I can make use of my turret armor. So I'm just like pressing up ahead, and please forgive me, I'm spamming a lot of premium rounds this game because why not? Pay to win. And just making my way. I see this Tiger P, not too strong, especially like it's huge cupola sticking out, and he's taking behind wreckage behind one of the dead tanks. He was behind. Sorry, this is like 8 p.m. I'm recording this, and this just happened like 10 minutes ago, so I just wanted to record it. Just because it was a pretty good game. Tier 7 game, and also love the ribbon system. Glad it came back. This T20 shooting off from the side. It's not bad. Again, spamming premium. I could have just shot like him with AP rounds, but I don't have that equipment there. Where I don't believe I have the equipment where you can save yourself some seconds by like having able to swap rounds like instantaneously. Again, trying to get this VK36OH. 1H. Almost had him. If he stayed in the same place. If I just had waited just like half a second, I would have probably got him. And there's two tank throws at the bottom. See, there's that side armor going at work there, being trollish. And so far, I bounced 1700 damage, which definitely exceeds the amount of health I have in my tank. So you can see the armor's being put to work there. And I'm shooting an 88 in the sweet spot right there in the front of the tank. And the gun is pretty meaty on this thing, especially tier 7. It's, I believe, I'm not too sure, it's a 122mm gun, but it's a big caliber gun, if you can tell by the size of the barrel. And I think with 390 alpha, I think so. Again, it's been a while since I've had my knowledge up to date with all the tanks there. And again, it's really sluggish. Right now I'm like looking how, based on the map, my biggest concern out of all the tanks there is the light tank. Because it seems like the light tank on the enemy team, it seems to be doing work on my team. So I'm just going back, trying to defend base. Hopefully if I can catch that light tank on his way back, like towards his enemy team. But again, this tank is super slow. I'm going like 7-8 kilometers uphill, and my team is slowly dying around me. And I think by the time I get on top of the hill or made my way back, it's like almost my entire team's dead, because the enemy team is quite coherent. Yep, so it's not too looking good so far. Again, loading up the premium, I guess I have to be sweaty if I'm going to try to clutch this. I want to make sure every shot counts, so we're not. And so what's going on so far? Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can catch any of like enemy tanks out in the open. I know some of them are quite weak. They have pretty dangerous tanks on their teams, especially if they're full health. I think my biggest concern at the moment would be artillery and the enemy SU-122-44. I believe that's the name of the Tier 7 premium tank destroyer. They're both in a platoon. And what's going through my head is like, okay, this is not looking too good. There's a team spread out. I don't want to be like circled around like by the entirety of the enemy team. So I decided to go back to base and defend there. Hopefully find a corner or some pull down position and protect myself there. And so I made my way to my friendly artillery, hoping he'll be backing me up. He was quite, I don't know. He wasn't as active, I would say. I'm not too sure. But then I decided to make my way up on top of this hill. My thinking was, hey, if they're gonna try to circle me, they won't. First of all, they would have to go uphill, which they would be really slow, and I can make use of some of my turret armor if they try to make their way uphill. And they can't really circle me since I'm like kind of backed myself into the corner. But the bad thing is I'm exposed to enemy artillery since I have no cover. This would have been great if I had there's no enemy artillery in the enemy team, so I would be able to, like, I guess maybe hold this off flank somewhat more successfully. And right now I'm just trying to spot enemy tanks so I can get a shot into them. I'm a heavy tank, big, crappy camo rating, so I'm just trying to like get any shots as I can. Now I could have placed myself in a better position. Panzer 5-4 got a shot into him, dodging up enemy artillery. Being pinned, I'm not too sure by what. I'm wondering what tank is shooting at me. But again, I shot down a Panzer 5-4. Light tanks coming at me. Bounced a shot. How much did I bounce for? It must have been a low caliber gun. And again, I'm being like, screwed over here in this corner. Especially the enemy artillery is making quick work of me. And I really don't like the new changes they made. I think they might be shooting faster than usual. Forgive me, that's my phone. Gotta put that on silent. And I'm trying to save my like friendly artillery here because he's being like, you know, harassed by this like German light tank. So I'm trying to save him. You can probably hear some background footage, background noises from my family. And yeah, luckily our friendly artillery is able to deal with the light tank, so I don't have to save him. Because I just really need another gun on my team to help me out. And the changes with the artilleries they made to Wargame, especially the health, I don't know why they have to give them so much health. I think that's a big thumbs down for me, I think, since it's changed, because I don't really think that you need to give artillery that much health. Especially like as you get higher tiers, you actually like it's like 1500 almost HP at tier 10s, which is crazy, and you're not able to like one-shot artillery. I think that was, I don't know, like I don't know what you guys think about the changes that recently to made to artillery when it comes to especially the HP there. I think that's a I don't know, I just don't like it, honestly. I just don't like it, especially the huge health pull. I kind of quite prefer what it was before, especially like I don't care about the long matchmaking there, like, you know, whatever, how long it took just to find one artillery for each team, and that's it. No 3, no 2 artillery. And I think I'd rather prefer like the slow firing, hard hitting artillery than like, you know, death by 1,000 cuts type artillery, because I think they're far more annoying. And this SU-122-44, he also like was good. I think the only criticism I would have is he was able to, like, I fired the shot. It takes me like 10 seconds to reload. If he had just like Chris over the ridge there, he would end the game a lot earlier. And especially if he's able to take 2 hits, maybe 3 if I rolled really low, or just 2 really high shots there. But right here, I think what he should have done in this position was just to rush me, try to get my hull armor, because he definitely had a chance right here, instead of just kind of like trying to challenge me on some ridge line. That's when he turned his back towards me, seeing if he get an artillery kill. And I think he ended up getting the kill on. Yeah, he did. He set our friendly artillery on fire. Now it's 1v1, and I hate this type of situation because, you know, I'm a big, slow, heavy tank with like 100 HP. He could like easily hit me and splash me and kills me, and that's what ended up happening. But it was overall great game. It was an ace tanker. end up doing like over 4,000 damage, blocked nearly 2,600. Nearly got a top gun if I had won this game. And what I've noticed too is like when I get into these types of situations, I don't think like, oh, you know, I'm like, I got 3 kills, I got 4 kills, I got 5 kills. I'm just dealing with the threat that's in front of me and trying to make a best route. And this Artie could have easily like gone to the right or left, but like for me, I would have been going down straight down the middle, which is like the shortest path towards the enemy flag. And I switched to a HE shell because, like, again, I'm not too sure if I had good penetration on my HE shells or if it would have mattered, because I should have maybe opted with AP. Since, like, again, look at this artillery has 760 HP. That wasn't, I don't think that ever happened. And there's my mistake right there, because I should have aimed at his actual hull armor. I don't know if that would count as, like, his hitbox, which clearly didn't, since the shot went right through. And I think this position I could have like used my turret a lot more, maybe crest the ridge line instead of like doing what I did, was kind of exposing myself a lot more, or maybe just stopping right here. That would have been a good position. But I think honestly, if he had even taken a shot there, he would have had me. Which, great game. Sucked for me, but oh well. And we did pretty decently. I got ace tanker with all these like ribbons, and yeah. End up finishing top there, and he messaged me like right after the game, you know, GG, played great, good sportsmanship, instead of those, you know, like messages you would get sometimes from me like, you suck, man, you should install this game. But at least he was nice about it. So I good games. Was it Steven Cakes won? Good game.